All right. Here we go. Maybe. Hunt ready. How we doing, bud?
Maybe. Hunt ready. How we doing, bud?
Working on it.
Hunt ready. How we doing, bud?
Working on it. There we go. Now we're good. Okay. Do that so I can actually see what I'm doing. Let me shut the door real quick. Wife and daughter are sleeping already, so I'm getting by, buddy. I'm getting by. Season's gonna be here 3 months from tomorrow. That's insane. That is just insane. Hey, Austin, how we doing? So much work to do. Everyone's jumping on here. How we doing, fellas? Good evening. Been a long day. Been a long day. November 10th for you, Hunt ready? Okay. Kansas Outdoorsman, how we doing? Earl's pumped up. I'm getting excited too. I'm starting to kind of work my plans. Starting to get kind of a strategy going. You guys know I'm always talking about homework, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of homework this season, especially with gas so high. So it's gonna be a good season. It's gonna be good. Gary, Jeep fam. I'll head to Indiana tomorrow. Jeep, nice. Blakely's, what's up, bud? Austin starts November 15th. Earl, I think I'm going to try to have my highest coon year. I think that's what my ultimate end game is going to be this year. Just beat my highest of 1,082. So if we get 11 or 1,200, that'd be awesome. I got a lot more ground lined up this year. And in part of that, I'm actually kind of cheating, I guess, if you could say it that way. My good friend, the other longliner in my area that is wrapping it up, he's more into ice fishing and stuff. I just mentioned to him, hey, if you're done coon trapping, you mind showing me some of your line? He goes, we'll take a day and we'll just drive my entire line and you can see what I got. So kind of cheating in a way. But at the same time, I'd be a fool if I passed up that opportunity. Logan. Gary, I just bought a new flushing beam actually in Lima. So, yeah, how's that going for you, Blakely's? Yeah, Austin, right? Greg, Harmon, how we doing? Jared, what's up, buddy? Long time no see, man. That's awesome, Chad. That's awesome. Justin, what's up, man? Too bad your boy broke his arm today. That's, as outgoing as those boys are, I'm surprised they made it to 7. So, well, one of them made it 7. Yeah, Wyatt, I'm not really counting on it. Did I get rid of some of my glare? Yeah, but now it's really dark in here. That's a little better. Jared, oh yeah, I'll be in Washington. Depends on my work schedule because it looks like I'm going to be getting a different job at work. Potentially, I might be there as soon as Wednesday. Oh, Justin, that's too bad, buddy. That's too bad. I wish you luck, Chad. Those males, seems like in my area they're not as pretty, but they are big, big animals. Yeah, Blake, these were 380 something, so that's cheaper. Justin Freeman, what's up, bud? Oh man, so much stuff to do. I can't believe it's 3 months away. Really, Jared? That is close then. Because it's not terribly far from me. It's probably a couple hours. So I'll be down there. I might be driving back and forth. I hope not, but same time, I really don't want to get a hotel either. And I'm too damn fat to sit out in the heat. Yeah, Logan, it really is. Hey, Jesse, what's up, man? Eric, what's up? Chad, you got 2 females so far. Kind of in the same farm or same set? What are you talking? Wyatt, yeah, it is something like that. I can't remember if my first route was 110 or if it was my second one that got to 110, but I know my biggest is 110 from last year. I think I said it was my first route last year at the NTA, but it might have actually been the second week. I'm not 100% sure. Matthew, what's up, man? They're popping out again? Ugh. I get that a lot, Austin. Yeah, I don't care. They're getting bigger, so it's okay. But, yeah, I think we're going to hit raccoon hard out of the gate. I'm going to be throwing in quite a few snares for coyotes along the way. It's going to be a good time. Oh, thanks, Jared. I appreciate it. I'll be there. Yeah, like I said, I'll probably be there Wednesday. I got some stuff to work out right now because I'm out of vacation at work. And my scheduled days off now is Friday, Saturday, and Monday. So I was just going to go down to the convention on Friday and Saturday. But now I potentially will be getting Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday as my days off. If that's the case, I'm going to request to have Friday off on own, but I need to figure that out if I can get it or not. Oh, I'll bet Hunt Ready. There's so many of them. The anus was worst by far. By far. It would surprise me, Matthew. I saw one here. I think when we were headed to Lima, I think I saw one running across the road. I appreciate it, Jared. I really do, buddy. But of course, they've got a kids deal going on right when I'm doing my demo at 9:30. But the Iowa Trapper Association is putting on a kids deal, which is pretty awesome. I'm really glad they're doing it. The NTA has done it for 2 years now, and starting to see a lot of state organizations really pick it up too. 17 acres. Oh, cool, Chad. That's awesome. Oh, Hunt Ready. That is tough. Yeah, Wisconsin has a good one too. Vet, you don't have to do that, sir, but I appreciate it. Yeah, Justin, I think they're having they're doing a big potluck. A bunch of guys. It's not even like the association directors or anything holding it. It's not the association dealing it. It's just a bunch of guys that are putting it together. Just a big potluck with a bunch of good food. A lot of my really close friends in the trapping world are going to be there like Monday, so I'm pretty jealous. All the guys that couldn't make the nationals, that I was giving them crap too. Oh, you're missing such a good show. Now they're going to be there all week camping Monday, and they're going to flip me a lot of crap too, I'm sure. Justin, I'm using 10 footers just because, I mean, some places 8 foot would work, but a lot of places it won't. So 10 foot's just, it can't be too long for the type of stuff I'm setting. Yeah, Justin, those are a couple people I've been talking to. It sounds like it's going to be great. Ooh, that'd be tough, Hunt Ready. Yeah, that would be really, really tough. Squirrely, what's up, bud? I'm going to have to try it. Oh, but I knew it was coming. We got on that subject again. Jason, how we doing? Oh, Blakely's. If my plans work out, I'm going to have all my traps pre-staked. That's going to be probably somewhere between 500 and 600 DPs and about 225 conibears. If everything goes the way I want to. That's pre-staked, not set. Opening day, I'll set probably about 300 to 350, and then I'm just going to keep adding them as the days go on. That's kind of my plan right now. I am going to try to venture into some new territory and find some water, since a lot of people think that I'm allergic to water, but sometimes I am. Wyatt, the trip is almost for certain not going to happen. That's kind of why I'm starting my plan here now instead of out of state. But hey, ANC, Logan, thank you, sir. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it, buddy. Means a lot, man. I am not using snares on raccoons. I catch a few big coon in my coyote traps or in my coyote snares, but I personally will never intentionally set a snare for a raccoon, but I will never tell somebody not to set a snare for a raccoon either. So just my personal preference. If someone wants to go out and snare a bunch of coon, more power to them. I have no problem with it. Just not what I want to do. But should be a really big line this year. Really big line. Know why I don't want to? Because if it does pop up this year or next year or whenever, I mean, I still got one guy to reach out to. But he was kind of iffy if he was even gonna have time to do it with me, not do it with me, but to get me there. But it's not looking good. But if for some reason it does happen, I don't want any of you guys to know it. It's just gonna be like, hey, we're out here trapping, and look at this scenery. Way different than anything you've ever seen me on. So, be pretty cool if it was to happen. Logan, no, I haven't. That's actually on me. I've postponed getting with him because I'm trying to get the lyrics I'm working on. They've got to be perfect, if that makes sense. We've kind of got one opportunity in my thoughts to get this right. One opportunity to make an impact in a positive way. That being said, I don't want to, throw the wrong word or send the wrong message in any slightest sense of the word. So, he's ready for it. He's ready to help me out with it. Just trying to fine tune a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, Dan, it'll be here before you know it. Vet says you need to come to Iowa. Hunt ready. All right, Blakely. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Have a good night. CJ, fat does float, so I don't know why I'd be allergic to it by any means. But Justin, don't let it out of the bag. Come on. Timbo Slice. How we doing, bud? Yeah, Hunt ready. Then you can watch me do another demo. That'd be fun. Thanks, Chad, and I appreciate it. I'm pretty blown away how much this channel's grown and having supporters. It's pretty awesome. Definitely makes it when you have a bad day, come in here and kind of see people that support you. It makes you feel better. Hey, Dale's in here. How we doing, man? I know Dale's last I talked to him, he was gonna hit it pretty hard this year too, so. But I'm sure, I wonder, Dale, when you've told people that you're gonna hit it pretty hard, have you gotten a lot of people kind of resenting it? I just seen today on the ITT, someone's like, I wouldn't be wasting my time going out and overflooding the market with another 1,000 coons. Well, there's more to that than anything. Oh, cool, Dan. You are, or is that a question? Oh, I'd love to sometime. That'd be fun. Logan, I've actually had a lot of people tell me, not necessarily gland lure, but, hey, take that cat food, spice it up a little bit, and you could probably sell the living crap out of it. And honestly, I probably could. At the NTA, they're selling little quart baggies of special coon bait that just look like cat food mixed with corn, and maybe they spiced it up a little bit, but it didn't look a whole lot different than what I'm using. They're like charging like $8 a bag, and I'm not saying that stuff doesn't work, but for me on my line, it's about speed and being as efficient and making money as I can. For someone just going out and wanting to catch a handful of coon, yeah, buy something that'll increase your chances a little bit. Can't hurt, but for me, I got to keep the cost down as much as possible. Oh, you got your furs up there, Timbo? Cool. Did he give you the tour of the new place? Yeah, Dale. I'm sure you don't. You're pretty thick-skinned with it. I don't blame you. That's something I've never really gotten into with cages, Chad, just for the fact of I trap the road ditches. A cage comes up missing in the road ditch. That's going to get pretty pricey pretty quick. But I do kind of envy those people where I see them catching cats in those big, tall cage traps. Eric, there's no such thing as a stupid question. I would talk to your fur buyer first off. He might be able to point you in the right direction. Otherwise, there's trapping pages and stuff. You can check that out. I can't go too much into it, unfortunately, without giving away certain things. But there are plenty of sources out there. It's just get as many feelers out there as you can and reach out to people. Oh, nice, Hunt. Nice. Yeah, Timbo. Ben's a pretty awesome guy. He's got a really nice setup up there, and he's growing. Parrot food and crawfish oil. That's interesting, Dan. Lock the cat in here with me. Matthew, actually, I didn't. I think I only went through. What did I go through last year? 6 bags, I think. They're the 40-pound bags, but I think I only went through 6 bags. So, Dennis Style Y. Should be a hammer on coon. All right, cat, you're driving me crazy. Shit. Come on, out. But yeah, I'm starting to get pumped up. The NTA was awesome. That got me really thinking about it. And what I think one of Dale's deals the other day said 100 days or 3 months out from season. I'm like, oh man, it really is that close. Hey Eric, I actually went to our bowling meeting tonight, so getting everything all set up. Wyatt, the skunk, just got its rabies shots and is at my buddy's place with its sibling right now. I'll pick it up on Monday. Thanks, Vet. Appreciate that. Yeah, Eric. I actually have been. I've been working on a few things. I reached out to Kendall, owner of No BS Lures. He's got the new Death Ray, not new, the Death Ray dispatch tool. I asked him, what's your thoughts of doing something like that? And he told me the truth. He doesn't think it'd work real well. And the same kind of concept with the 220 on a stick. The raccoons are real handsy. So trying to get that conibear over their head without them, grabbing it first and setting it off on their foot or something, I think I'd have a lot of trouble with. So since I lost a majority of my market that deals with some of the innards, I might try doing some heart-lung shots with 22 shorts, but I have to make sure I'm 200 yards from the house if I do that. Craig, cat food works in a pinch if you're hungry too. It's really not a bad deal. I used to, when I was setting a lot of water, I'd open up a can of Jack mackerel and I'd throw some into the back of the hole, and then I'd pull some out and eat it. Oh, my dad would just lose it. He'd be up there gagging. And that's another thing I was kind of worried about, Justin, is I got to move fairly quick. Streeter Boys asked Dale, do you have a full stock of your baits and lures? He's been selling the crap out of it, so he might be running low. There you go, Logan. It's actually not a bad idea. I know there's a couple floating around. I think Coon Creek has one. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. And that's kind of my worries, Dale. Some people are telling me 15 to 20 seconds, which, if you're running hard, you've got to, like 15 or 20 seconds is a lifetime. But, one thing that's kind of different, like I learned about Dale here watching his last video. If you haven't seen that, guys, check it out. I can't think of the title of it, but Raccoons and Numbers, or Chasing Big Numbers. He sets entirely different than I do. I mean, he gang sets hard and hammers coon and then moves on quick. Versus me, I kind of will nickel and dime him a little ways for 3 or 4 times as long before I move. Just different strategy. I don't think there's a right or a wrong with either of them. But I definitely learned a lot watching his video. Hey, thanks, Bubba. I appreciate it. So, Vet, what the death ray is, basically picture, like a caulking gun. Only it's like a catch pole. You pull it tight, but then you got the hand trigger of a caulking gun that pulls that loop even tighter. Really clamps down on them quick and puts them out. Oh, really? Why? It's not terribly hard. I did a little bit of it last year, but not a whole lot. Yes, he is hunt ready for sure. For sure. I told Dale a little while ago, I said, don't use all your good stuff right now because, it's off season, so you're not going to get a whole lot of views versus if it's during season. The stuff I'm thinking is awesome stuff, probably just his stuff he's just getting started with, so. That's interesting, Dan. I've never hit one there intentionally. Well, Eric, my thoughts on it was if I did that, I'd get 5 or 6 of them clamped down until they're out, so they're not moving anymore. Throw the entire setup in the box of the truck, redo the set, go to the next one, grab a new death ray, and just by the time I went through 5 of them, that first one should be expired, and grab it and move. I don't know, just something. I'm looking for ideas. That's what I'm doing. I want to be as quick as I can to capitalize on all my markets. And that's not always an easy thing. Matthew, I'm hoping so. We're not getting much rain. Our duck hunting spot looks pretty dry, but I'm definitely going to do what I can. But that's going to be a whole new concept. They probably won't turn out real pretty just because something moving that fast, and I'm not sure where I'm going to put the camera yet. Probably on my head. It'll be interesting, but we're going to try it. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Logan. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks, man. I'd like to be able to trap, but I'm my wife's. I get it, Bubba. Sorry to hear that. Hope your wife's all right, buddy. No problem, Dale. Yes, Streeter Boys. I know the coyote guys. They give a little whack on the tip of the nose, and it stuns them enough they can get that on there pretty good. Dennis, I actually can. I'm actually looking towards markets myself, trying to find some. Um, if you want to, send me an email. Maybe you could help me out a little bit. PA Trapping, how we doing? You make them, I'll watch them. Yeah, Jared, thanks for stopping in, buddy. We'll see you in, just over a month now. That's pretty crazy. I'll try to fish and watch. No, why? I really haven't. When I had rebar, I would for sure. When I was catching coyotes with rebar, using 1 3/4 or 2s, yeah, I'd show up and that rebar would be 8 inches out of the ground. Well, I hope she gets better soon, Bubba. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, Dale hit the nail on the head. Oh, Ottercat's in here. Go figure. Yeah, hunt ready. I thought about that too. PA's getting bit up by bugs. Absolutely, vet. Absolutely. Speaking of that, my wife's pretty miserable right now. Mrs. Iowa has COVID, so, and I'm starting to wonder if I'm starting to get it too. Starting to kind of hurt a little bit more, and feel like I just smoked a pack of cigarettes. So, Dennis, it's Iowa Trapper, the number 2 at Gmail. I'd appreciate it, man. Maybe you can help me out here. Logan, what kind of tips you looking for, buddy? I know our fox population is drastically improving. I know Dale, if you're subscribed to him, he just put a fox video out here. What was that? Probably a week ago, something like that. Eric, mine is at 9 o'clock Saturday. And I think Dale's is right after mine, or right before mine, if I remember. Dale, you put it out today? Man, my time scale's all messed up. Dale, you're getting quick on this computer. You're responding quicker. Someone's figuring out how to type really well. Unlike Ottercat, who takes forever. Yeah, I get it, Justin. Avid Outdoorsman, what's up, buddy? I seen you tried to Facebook call me here right as I was going live. So I apologize I couldn't answer, buddy. Logan, honestly, I'd say other than trap size and placement, there's not a whole lot different I would do between a fox and a coyote. But that's me. I'm not a huge canine person, so most of the fox I've caught are in my coon sets on accident. Yeah, PA probably is. Oh, is that what it was? Oh, well, you made it here. One tiny entry hole. Woo! Sorry, my bad. Hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. Yeah, Wyatt. Dale Billingsley Brand Lures is right in here. Can someone share the link to his page, please? Man's been making a living off of trapping long before I was alive, so there's a few people that are really big names in the trapping community that are starting YouTube. Check out Ed Snyder as well. Ed's got a YouTube channel, very, very educational. Those are about your top 2 as far as big name trappers go that have channels that I know of. Oh, okay, Avid Outdoorsman. Yeah. When I get a chance, I'll post some stuff on there. I'll be working in the shop all day tomorrow, so it might be tomorrow night, but Yeah, I'll go check that out, buddy. I'll get some stuff over there. Tomorrow's the big day of starting to clean out my shop. We're taking everything out of it, all my tables, stretchers, everything except for the freezers, and gonna power wash the whole floor, and then build a bunch more walls and shelves and such. And it's gonna take some time, but I really, really hope it gets more efficient. That's kind of the reason I'm doing it, is for just be more efficient. Yeah, Justin, I can do that, buddy. Is there a certain time that works for you, bud? Or are you free all day? Oh, it wouldn't surprise me, PA. Skunks are worth money. I love skunks. Yeah. Wife's got COVID. She's supposed to be, I'm hoping she's going to help make me a couple flyers this weekend, but probably not going to happen as rough as she's feeling. Oh, yeah, Wyatt. Absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I still think I got some Tom Miranda VHS tape somewhere. Okay, Justin. Yeah, no problem, buddy. I'll call you after lunch tomorrow. Yeah, PA, I get it. Yeah, I'm tired tonight. Hate skunks, especially when they're in the chicken coop. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Eddie? Yeah, it's 3 months out. It's gonna be pretty hard right off the front, right out of the gate, I think. Oh yeah, I'm an outdoorsman for sure. Evie, how we doing? Back. Wow, and Brad is in here. Brad, shouldn't you be getting ready for that tournament tomorrow? Brad's in a big fishing tournament. What was it, 257 boats, and you're 14th? That's pretty awesome, buddy. There you go. Can't think who it was who's looking for Dale's page. Internet Vet shared it for you right there. PA's only got 80 days. Oh, it's going pretty good. How are you doing, ma'am? Did a coyote video where he body slammed them for. That's interesting, Dan. All right, not ready. Thanks for stopping in. Hopefully, we see you in a month, buddy. Unless you go up north, which I don't blame you a bit. I seen him 2 years ago at the NTA. Skeeter boys, I picked up a few, but I really didn't need a whole lot because I bought out 2 people this summer, which gave me about another 150 dog proofs and 3 dozen 220s, as well as a variety of everything else. So I don't need anything, but at the same time, I couldn't pass up a good deal. Oh, wow. Look at me. Hit it right on the head. See? Photographic memory. Unless you ask my wife, then I can't remember shit. Yeah, be good catching up with you, Brad. I'll have your hoodies and shirts or whatever it was you ordered. I got packed up for you. So good luck tomorrow, buddy. Hopefully make it to the finals on Saturday and have a good tournament, bud. Boy, that's pretty rough, Dan. Oh, I'm ecstatic, Evie. I got a lot of work to do yet. A lot of work in the shop, but I'm pretty pumped. Justin, no, I don't have anything. I've got some adult smalls, but that's all I got unless someone ordered them ahead of time. Because those are harder than heck to get. But just let me know what size though. I can get something ordered for them. Not a problem. All right, Eric. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. You have a good night. Oh, cool. Avid outdoorsman. That's awesome. You got like is it a creek system, a pond? What kind of stuff you setting up on? Yeah, Evie, I think I am. Um, I can't say for sure right now. I've got to go out and check out the trails here soon and start scouting, and that'll give me a pretty good idea. But I know I'm kind of cheating in a way, which I said earlier. But my competition, he sold out here this last year, which is one of the guys I bought. Um, I've swayed him for a case of beer to take me on his old coon line and show me all his trails and locations. Yeah, kind of cheating, but at the same time, I'd be a fool to not capitalize on it. I mean, what do you do? No, I don't want to see all the raccoon trails you've trapped for years and showing me. Did you have trouble getting stuff made? Not terrible, Eric. Just trying to get stuff in. Some of the smaller sizes and bigger sizes were really hard to get. Oh no, cheap fam. No, nowhere near that. But if I get 1,200, it'd be pretty awesome. Ooh, avid outdoorsman. That trench would be the hot spot. Definitely. Yeah, yeah, but I better beat that one. Yeah, and make number. Yeah, I'll be getting in the water some. Don't you guys worry. Yeah, Justin, right? Belial 220 and 330. Those are awesome traps, Chad. Those suckers are probably the best body grip traps that I've ever held. Just too pricey for my blood. Double or nothing? No. I'd pick nothing then. I'd just work and probably make more money. PA, right? And Weasel. Man, you guys are just nailing me with everything I didn't catch last year. Thanks, guys. That's what you said, avid outdoorsman. It's hot right now. Actually, it's down to like 70 right now, which is awesome. But uh, it was, I don't know, 89 today, I think, for high. Tomorrow's 93 and then 98, so pretty rough. Ottercat, you're gonna get blocked. I am a negative Nancy. Come on, Jeep. No, Dale. No, you're not getting in on this competition. No, I'd sit here and be like, "Hey, Ottercat, I caught 2 mink today. Look at this." And Dale's over there like, "I caught 15. Want me to start trying now?" Yeah, Justin, it's hot and dry. We have no moisture at all. We got a little bit of rain, but nothing much. I mean, a good shower for about 3 or 4 minutes, and that's it. Yeah, Eric, and that's the thing. Like, we don't even have hardly have any good cricks that I'd say anyway, and now they're all completely drying up. Logan, General Taco, really? Caught a double lightning. Oh, that's cool, Evie. That's awesome. No, Jeep. No, don't. You should be in bed. You got to drive tomorrow. Oh, cool, PA. Good, good. I hope they work out for you, man. You make those traps. Those number threes, 4 coil. They're gonna be pretty stout, bud. Just so you know. Really, Evie. That's just crazy. Yeah, we got, I don't know, every creek and pond here's a foot lower at least. That that was my plan last year. Was to hit 100 beaver. First year really setting a goal since it was my second year ever road trapping beaver, and didn't even get close to it. But I learned a lot, and we're gonna shoot for 100 again next year and see what happens. Jeep fam, I know exactly how that goes. PA likes round jaws faster. I get it. To each their own, man. Everyone has their own thing. There's no right or no wrong reason to anything. If you're comfortable with it and it works for you, stick with it, buddy. Don't change it. Your turtle pool has filled 100 gallons in it so far. Wow. We used to have a lot of turtle ponds around here back when the turtle market was pretty good. You'd have a pond enclosed with like steel paneling about 12 inches high, 16 inches high. That's how you know it's a turtle pond someone's saving. Flipping fish, how we doing? Flipping fish, that just rolls off the tongue. I like that. Flipping fish. Got to get all my traps cleaned up yet. I'm dyeing everything this year, which is going to be a huge undertaking. I pretty much dye all my traps every other year. I should do it yearly, but I've kind of gotten lazy, gone to every other year. So it's going to be a huge, huge deal the day I pick to do that. Oh, cool, Evie. Rum and Pepsi, Avid. Just waiting on season. I hear you there, buddy. Yeah, Jeep, I'll text you tomorrow, buddy. Wow, that's a pretty good sized pool. You need to get him a friend. Probably just not another male, because that probably wouldn't go well for one of them. Bush apple. There's my buddy Campbell. He's big into that bush apple at the convention, and I could drink it, but after like 2 of them, it just starts giving me gut rot. I struggle with it. Oh, Michael, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Did you see the kids one then? Because I don't think that was filmed anywhere. It's at 3 dog proofs at your employer's house. She got them real bad. Ooh, Wyatt, that's tough. Oh, you might be right, PA. I'm not sure on that one. That's a good possibility, though. Bubba Bear, rum and Pepsi. Internet Vet, I'm actually going to film it this year because I don't think I've ever done that yet. But I use Formula One. That's the best dip that I found that coats them, kind of paints them, but also protects them from moisture. Which my dog proofs and stuff, coon shine up the tube and everything real good, but it holds onto those springs, and that's what I worry about the most. But I got a big mineral tub that I'll fill up with it. I'll dip them, and I got a huge drying rack. It's like 20 foot long with hooks on it, and I'm just going to line that with dog proofs once I get them ready to go. It's quite the process. It'll be a while. Oh, readier? That's cool. There you go, Dennis. Yep. It will help concentrate, especially the water animals. Hey, Mark. How we doing? Does anybody use the No BS 1.5 double? Yeah, I don't use them, but I know people that do. They seem to like them pretty good. Hey, what's up, buddy? Off the hook. What's going on? I went to go check out your live earlier, and I was like, it keeps playing the same thing over, and then like your live must have just got done, and it was trying to upload, so it was just actually online. It wasn't live at that point, so that's too bad. That's just the push in general, Jeep. Yeah. Ruben, how we doing? Next Gen, what's up, buddy? Are you done working, or you still got tomorrow, and then you're done for the summer? Jeep, I'm definitely going to film it. I might actually do a live dipping traps because I can actually, it's slow enough process. I could actually respond to people. Yeah, Internet Vet, I'll do the same thing with my 220s. I'll Formula One them. And my snares, I'll dilute the Formula One so it's a lot more water diluted because it's all water based. And then I go over it with Zepp's Floor Wax, which is basically Full Metal Jacket that you buy at the trap store. And it makes those snares super fast. I mean, lightning fast. I'll have to do that. Might be a whole, I don't know, 6 hours of filming, but we'll go out there and just film and talk trapping. People can come and go as they want to. I hate gut rot, Dennis. You'll tune into that show? Yeah, I mean, it might be kind of boring for some, but that's part of the homework that goes into this. It's not just, you know, I tell people all the time, okay, say if any single one of you, I think I even said this in my demo, any single person in this chat right now, even if you have the same population or higher than I do, I could not come to your property and catch 1,000 coons like I can here. I don't know the territory. I don't know the ground. I don't know the roads. I don't know anything. And that is a huge factor in success. These roads I'm trapping, like I said, I know exactly where the trails are going to be, exactly where the turn's going to be at, just because, you know, muscle memory, doing it year after year after year. Next Gen, don't you still have some coon to finish up there? All right, Avid. Yeah, I'll get with you tomorrow, buddy. You take care, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in. No, Mark, I only use the Zepps on my snares. I do not want any wax on my Conibears or even my dog proofs, really, for that matter. I don't have them pre-tied up on the trailer either. Touche. Yeah, PA, it is. I mean, you know, I even noticed it today. Yeah, it's early August, but the days are noticeably getting shorter. And here in about less than a month, you know, you're going to start seeing things really start to change. Later, Avid. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. All right, Evie. Thanks for stopping in. Hope your turtle's happy. That's a weird thing to say, but yeah, Ottercat, I hate speed dip. I hate speed dip. Next Gen. I convinced Next Gen to buy a new knife at the NTA. If you haven't checked his channel out too, guys, Next Gen Trapper, that kid's going places. I probably shouldn't admit it, but he's going to run circles around me one day. Yeah, try that Zepps. I think for snares, you'd really like it. Vet. Trap dive video starring Demo Master Fun. Wow, these are getting long titles there, Vet. You used Onyx last year and kept most of your locations marked. There you go, Ruben. Absolutely. And pretty soon, if you do that over and over for 3 or 4 years, you're going to build up muscle memory to where those are. You're going to know exactly where they're at. And that's, I don't know if you guys know it or not, or the guys that watch my channel. I think I might have said this in the last live, but I was drinking and I don't remember. My first stop where I'd almost always have a catch, you could see my truck tire right next to a raccoon. And the second trail, the second time I'd stop, there was a turn sign right off a highway and a raccoon trail going right up into cornfield. Well, it was beans last year. It's the same spot where I talked about my GPS on one of my first ever videos I did for the channel. When I talked about mapping or I don't even know, mapping or plotting or something. But that trail right now is going to corn. This wide, solid mud underneath the grass canopy. I can see it already. And that's super early. And I catch, I don't know, 3 to 5 coon there every single year. And this year it's corn. It's even better. And I never even hurt the population at all. So pretty awesome to have that trail popping like that already. Oh, there you go, Dan. That works too, man. Justin. You should, at that point in time, if you're in bed, you should be playing that soft, romantic music. You know, capitalize on something. They don't have to be big circles next gen. I'll just hold your hand and you can do little circles around me. It's fine. I never said the size. Dennis, you headed out of here, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. I saw that for the first time at the NTA. It was interesting. I'd never seen that before. I checked it out a little bit, but didn't look into it too much. But looked interesting. Justin, most of the time my wife's asleep. It doesn't matter. Brent, I used to use it a lot. I kind of quit using it because it works okay on footholds and dog proofs and such, but on snares, it will leave like gunky spots. Kind of like if you've got like a can of paint that's been opened and sealed a few times, you know how you get that like dry, rubbery, like chunks of paint. It was leaving some of that on my snares, and I'd have to go through with the lock and go over it several times, and it just is gumming up the lock, and I personally didn't like it. That's me, you know, take it for what it's worth, but I switched to Formula One, and I don't have that anymore. No, Ottercat, there's still room for 15 or 16, so I'll probably just keep adding. I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. And you know that. It's only 10:30. I need another drink already. Nah. I'll just stick with one tonight. But, man, 90 days, guys. So much work to do. So much more money needs to be made at work for me to do this the way I want to. But I'll get there. All right, Justin, I'll give you a call after lunch tomorrow, buddy. Hope surgery goes well tomorrow for your boy, buddy. That's a pretty scary deal. I'm sure Mama's pretty nervous too. So take care, man. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Yeah, Next Gen had 600 some coon last year with a goal of 400, and he did it while playing football in college. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Oh, Next Gen. It's going to take more than just one day to get that sucker cleaned out. You know that. Hey, Todd. How we doing? The legend himself. Anybody else been watching Todd on TV? The 2024 convention is going to be in your state, I believe, Todd. Only about 4.5 hours for me, something like that. So, complete opposite side of the state that I'm on. But, well, we're getting by, buddy. We're getting by. Just can't believe we're under 100 days until season already. That's mind-blowing to me. So much work to do tomorrow, probably Saturday, probably next Friday and Saturday is going to be working to getting the shop cleaned out and getting ready. So got so much plans for the shop. Want to add some shelves, some walls, stuff for storage, really maximize my efficiency in the shop any way I can. I was just talking to a coyote trapper that I've known for a while, but I met at the NTA this year. Phenomenal coyote trapper. And when I was talking to him, I didn't realize how phenomenal he was, but he gave me a run for my coon numbers, I'll say that. But, we were talking, and it's all about efficiency. How can you save 10 seconds a set? How can you save 15 seconds a set? When you do 200 sets, you're looking at 50 minutes. That's almost an hour. That's an hour of sleep. That's an hour of setting more traps. All that stuff adds up. Okay, there you go, Vet. Yeah. I like the water-based stuff just because it's not sticky. I like that a lot more. Oh, next gen. Say hi for me. That's all right. I can't believe next gen that you're gonna shoot for 1,500 coon next year. That's amazing, man. And think your parents said you weren't allowed to, and then you told me like I'm gonna show them. I'll do what I want. That's that takes some cojones, buddy. I'm gonna get this kid in trouble. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. Kind of. Next gen, if the tables were turned, you'd be doing the same damn thing. So. Oh, shoot. I love it. I love these lives. That's the reason I do these lives. I am going to make another drink because this is great. Is next gen killed yet? Or is he still in here? I figured he probably yeah, got fired by now. Vet, no, I just had to give him crap. I knew his mom was watching, and he let's just say his parents know how much he revolves his life around trapping, and they're amazing people, but I think he pushes their nerves quite a bit, just like I did when I was his age, though. When you find something you're passionate about and you put your whole heart into it, then they see that, and it's not a bad thing. You just got to make sure you keep your priorities in line. That's what his parents have him do, and just like my parents had mine do. Dale, I wish I could remember. I want to say I was around 2.25, and we caught 82. So right at about 35-40%, something like that. I'm curious with what you're doing on opening day, and that's what people don't got to understand. The road lines, they kind of die out. Water will produce for longer, for sure, but the road lines, how I do it on dry ground, whatever I catch one day, I expect the next day to be 50 to 60% of what I did the previous day. So if I catch 100, I'm looking for about probably 60 the next day. Then 60% of that, I'm looking for about 36. If you don't add to it, they dry out quick. Oh, Tyler, I'm sorry to hear about your old man passing, but I'm glad you got some of his traps out, buddy. That's awesome. You would get stabbed. tell you what, next gen, if you were to come down here, if we were to team up, buddy, with your youth and my ability to give you orders, I think we could really hit some numbers. JR, how we doing, buddy? I'm guessing Vet, he didn't skin it real well is what he meant by that. Put some holes in it. That's awesome, Dale. I've heard of people doing 50% or better on their first check, and I've never done that. I don't think I've ever hit 50. On my best, I've put out 200. Actually, I might have. I know because I think I had out 300 traps a couple years ago, and I hit 134, but I was close to 300 out. I'm not sure. This year I'm gonna keep better track of it. I'm sure you know how it gets, Dale. You plan to keep track of it and be organized, and by day 2, you're just trying to survive. So those are awesome numbers, though, buddy. Logan, I send all my stuff to Sleepy Creek. Ruben, did you set a trap last year? I gotta ask, because normally when someone says that, it's like, yep, I set one trap, or I didn't set a trap. No, JR, I am not, but I hope some people do and have a good time. There it is, next gen. See, this is why our youth is the way it is. They have no respect for the elders. They just treat people like crap. If I was to like stumble in front of him, he'd kick me in the face just because he could. After everything I've done for that kid, no respect. Wow, Dan, that's pretty good, buddy. Yeah, and that's what I'm usually right around 40%, Dale. But you do a lot more water than I do, for sure. But yeah, the way I look at it, water will catch more consistently throughout a season. Your stuff going to corn and such dries out quick, and you got to keep moving. 2 to 3, maybe 4 coon on a trail, and you got to move. Versus a water system, you could have 20 coon on it in a month pretty easily. Versus that corn trail in a month's going to catch the 3 or 4, maybe 5 eventually. But that's my opinion. Dale could weigh in on it more, and he'd have a lot more weight on the subject than I would. Yeah, and that's the thing, guys. We all make mistakes, and we all tear things up. But Tyler's, that's good of you for getting some of your dad's traps out. Nothing else than the nostalgia of it, buddy. It's got to mean something to you. That's a good way to look at it, Billingsley. It really is. No, you wouldn't, next gen. You'd offer to help me up, and as I stood up, you'd kick me in the chest with your foot. I know how you people work. I'll tell you what, I hope your old man had a good time up at Lima. Your dad is a hoot, man. That was so much fun. I'm glad you guys came over to camp and hung out with us. There's that stuff you did, though, there at the camp that I cannot believe you did. I wouldn't even do that stuff. I'm kidding, Mom, if you're watching. Oh, next gen's going to get... His mom's going to kick his ass because of me, and I'm going to feel bad. Oh, cool, Ruben. Yeah, Dale, that's smart. That's smart. Yeah, Dan. Pretty much eventually, yeah. I won't, and I have a lot of the top-notch trappers tell me if I want numbers, I gotta go to water. I gotta go to water. You gotta be in water. If you want numbers, you have to be in water. Yes and no. A lot of the top-notch trappers are 100% in the water, but that's just not me, and that's not my style. That's not what my area gives to me in a sense. Yeah, there's water here, but it's all what I call the goose poop, soft bottom, or it's all erosion rock. Very, very few creek systems can you put a good pocket in or even a good blind set. And the ones that I do have, I capitalize on, but there's just not that many around. And I like my dry land stuff. And if that, knocks me out of the category of being a top-notch trapper, then that's fine. I'm going to stick to it because it's what I know, it's what I like, it's what I feel comfortable with. Oh, awesome, Next Gen. That's great, buddy. And see, that's what I'm talking about, Mark. Like everyone tells me, oh, go to water when it gets cold. As soon as we hit 30 degrees, my area locks up tight. Everything froze solid. I see all these other areas where it's like 5 degrees and there's still open water in spots in certain areas. Everything of mine's just locked up. Just kind of different. I don't know how to trap on solid ice effectively. It's just something that I'm not good at yet. I want to get better, and I got work to do, but we'll see. Those banks kill too, Eric, for sure. Um, I look at 30 miles from here, 40 miles from here, up in Next Gen's area. You've got creeks where you can take 10 steps down a nice gradual bank and straddle the creek with your feet and put sets in on both sides. I don't have that. If I'm crossing a creek, I better be in a freaking life raft. I mean, it's terrible. Wyatt, thanks for stopping in, buddy. You take care, man. We'll see you next time. And that's the thing, Mark. That was the big thing for me when everyone told me you got to go to water. Water's where it's at, especially late season. Go to water. Guys, I just don't have water. In my direct area within 10-mile radius of me, there's water here, but it freezes up instantly. It's all really steep banks, really deep water. I just don't have great opportunity exactly where I'm at. But like I said, you go a little ways out of my area, 100% different. Next Gen can attest to this because he's been down in my area. I've shown him some stuff. Probably shouldn't have, but I've shown him some stuff. And just my creek systems are 100% different than almost everything I've seen in the state. Exactly, Dan. Yep, I will do some more of that next year for sure. Yeah, exactly. Next Gen attests to it right there. It's crazy how different we are. Next Gen literally traps within just shy of 10 miles of me. And when we were coming back from, when I sold some fur, he rode with me and moved some of his fur with mine. We're coming back, and it's just like, wow, this looks good. And he goes, yeah, I trapped this. I'm like, oh, I would too if I were you. I mean, that's the perfect ideal setup of a creek. 2, maybe 3 foot wide, a foot deep, nice gradual banks to where it drops off a foot to the water. Perfect. Just not here. There you go, Ruben. 100%. I love my blind sets if I can find them. Yeah, Kat, and that's what's weird though. It's like I didn't realize how different mine was until I saw what people were trapping and setting on. When people were telling me you got to set this water stuff, I'm looking at my water and I'm going, what in the hell are you guys doing? Like mine is completely opposite of what you guys have. What am I doing wrong? Something's not right here. And then I started actually like just driving somewhere and looking at the creeks, and I'm like, wow, that's a perfect creek. Wow, that's perfect. It was every hill. It's like, wow, that's great. That's great. I'm like, I don't have this. That's what these top trappers are using. That's what they're capitalizing on. And awesome. Great. I'm happy for them. Yeah, Mark, and that's the thing. It does work for me, and I'm happy with it. Uh, I still today have trappers tell me you got to get to the water if you want numbers. Yeah, you're probably right, but I'd have to leave my area, and I'm comfortable and I know my area. Will I eventually expand and find something? Very possible, but not right now. Flintlock, I always do. I always gives a little bit of a window there, right above the tail. Shows the color and if it's going to be cotton or not and whatnot. But uh, yeah, oh yeah, Billingsley does it that way, so I'd definitely stick to that. Jay's Outdoors. Thanks, man. Yeah, the channel's grown quite a bit over the last. I think it was the Iowa convention in Cherokee last year. So my channel will be a full 2 years old this September when I actually started utilizing it for trapping. Yeah, I think that's right. Convention was in Cherokee in 20. And it was right before that I started filming, so. And you know what, Vet? This is the way I look at it. My opinion, that a top-notch trapper is someone that has a high percentage. I mentioned this a while ago in one of my videos, and it's been a long time now. When I first started running these dog proofs and first started road lining, even with footholds, I was covering, I don't know, 15 bridges. I think my highest coon day was like 20. And I thought I was something special. I won't lie, probably a little arrogant back then, probably 21, 22. And there's this one bridge I had. It was right down the road from this house. And in this house lived an old school mink trapper. The guy was probably 75 years old. I caught like 3 mink. I think it was all year long. And I was like, that's awesome. Mink are cool. I love this. And I think he caught like 3 or 4 under that one bridge. And I finally ran into him one day down there. And I didn't even know he was there. And I started talking to him. I was like, what are you doing? Just because I was down there. So he walked down. He's like, just checking my mink traps. I'm like, I didn't even know you had mink traps in here. And then he showed me how he had like one of them up underneath a cutout of a bank. No bait, no nothing. Just set up there perfectly. And this guy had, I think he had 2 traps in that whole creek. And that was the only thing he said all year was those 2 traps. And he caught 3 or 4 mink that year. And that was it. Nothing else. But that's what he wanted. And it really humbled me and showed me just how skilled and efficient kind of that older generation of trappers was. And it really did humble me. It made me realize, yeah, I am not nearly as good as I think I am. And even to this day, like, I idolize that guy. He passed away here, I think 4 years ago. But man, that guy, he made me realize what a true trapper was. To be able to take 2 traps and go out and catch 3 or 4 mink and only catch mink at one bridge. It was remarkable to me. Really, really opened my eyes. And those are the people that, in my eyes, I call the top-notch trappers. The guys that can go out, target one species, catch a very high percentage of that catch, and just move on. That's pretty awesome. Talented Outdoors, how we doing? Exactly, AutoCat. People don't realize that. People go to these demos and think, oh, I gotta use what this guy's doing. Oh, a new trap came out. I've got to buy that new trap. It's the best thing. If something works for you and you have faith in it and confidence is everything in a set. If you have confidence in what you're doing, do not change it. Sure, take 10% of your line, experiment with this or that, change things up to always try and thrive to get better. But don't ever fully commit everything just because someone told you to. That's ridiculous. I've seen people do it. I've been tempted to do it. But stay true to who you are. Boy, I feel like I'm a psychiatrist now. Oh, there you go, Dan. Absolutely. I understand that 100%, buddy. Oh, yeah, next gen. I can't remember who it was, but there's some people a few years ago, they broke 200 in the first day of trapping. They caught 200 coon first day. That's just crazy. Challenge Outdoors, we've been getting by, buddy. Long day at work. Wife's got COVID. I feel like I'm starting to get it too because I'm getting out of breath a lot quicker and my back hurts. So we'll see. We'll see. I feel like I had a bunch of cigarettes or something. Oh, well. A little alcohol never hurt it. But I'm getting amped up, guys. It's crunch time. Oh, yeah, Eric, you've got to try new things. I just see so many people fully commit to it. You know, say an average coyote trapper, or say an average coyote trapper, he puts out, oh, I don't know, say he traps for the first month, catches 10, 15 coyotes. Awesome, does great. Bridger number twos, he likes them, they work. And all of a sudden, here comes the Duke 550. Ooh, those are supposed to be good. Sell all my Bridger 2s, buy the 550s. They've got to be the best. Why'd you do that? You were having success with what you had. Sure, buy a couple, test them out, see what you think, but why invest in everything? It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, Vet, I'm kind of that way too. Like I even started a post today on one of my trap sites. Just say, hey, what's everyone's plan this year? The market's low. Are you going to plan on taking a kid trapping? Are you setting the season out? Are you going to go out and have fun? You know, set some stuff for some farmers. What's your plans? And one of the comments on there was, well, sure in the heck I'm going to go out and catch 1,000 coons and flood the market even worse than it already is. It's like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. Have a good day. What do you do? Oh, that sucks. Talented. Yeah, I've had it twice now. Really don't want to get it a third time, but it is what it is. The biggest thing I can ever tell anybody is take bits and pieces from everyone that shows you something and find out what's best and run with it. Whatever works best for you should be what you do. Next Gen hit it 100% spot on. Learn from everybody, but basically modify it to fit your style and what you're doing. That's the best way to sum all of trapping education up. You could watch 100 people and take 1% off of everything there and modify it to fit you and your set. It's just, no one's going to do things exactly the same. Look at me and Dale, for instance. He gang sets way harder than I do. Way harder than I actually thought anybody did, but he's doing it for a reason. He has success with it, and it's his style, and he likes it. Perfect. You know, I have my style. Next Gen has his style. We all have different styles. You know, I would, and don't take this the wrong way, Dale, but I'd never go out and be like, wow, Dale's doing that. I have to do that to be successful. No, I don't. I'm pretty good with what I'm doing, and I like it. At the same time, I wouldn't expect Dale to do it like what I'm doing or somebody else. No one should ever do that. You know, stick with your style and what works for you. OtterCat actually was all dog proofs. It was all dog proofs when they did that. It was a one-time thing. They pulled it, I think, the next day. Oh, there you go, Logan. A bunch of rotten wood from an old tree. Basically, the really soft wood, like paper, and use it to bed traps. That's interesting. Flintlock, that's a good question. Uh, I will actually, like my DPs and my 1.5s, every time I dye them, no matter what I do, I always take a file and take that kind of, as it hangs, it gets that little ball on the end of it. I'll always scrape that off with everything. Um, I have yet to find anything that you don't have to do that with, except if you're dyeing with like holes. That, I would do that, but then my wife will probably watch this and I'll get in trouble. Yeah, Mark, that's kind of what I do, and I've learned not to fight with them. Tyler, there's actually like, I think there's a Facebook group on identifying old traps, and there's a couple books out there too. I don't know the names of them. I wish I did. I apologize, but some pretty good stuff out there. Wow, Talent Outdoors, that's crazy. That's a long time. Yeah, Dale, and that's exactly right. Um, you know, obviously Dale could teach me a lot of stuff, but there's probably a thing or two I could teach Dale because we can all learn from each other. Next gen, he's been trapping. I mean, this is his 4th year, I think, and he just broke 600 coon, which is phenomenal growth. But I, I, I I've learned things from him just talking to him and bouncing ideas off him. And there's so much out there, guys. We can all learn from each other, no matter who you are. Do you ever have a worry about blowing away at all, Logan? Yeah, Mark, and that's the thing. That's the biggest thing I'd say, actually. Oh, back scratch. Is people that keep an open mind. The people that say, "Oh, that would never work." There's never a never in trapping, and never and always. Yeah, talent outdoors. It gets tough on a time limit. Um, People don't realize just quite how tough, especially before work or after work or family obligations. It gets tough. It gets really tough. Yep. Dale, we will never know it all, no matter who you are. The best trappers in the world could still learn something. I promise you that. Yep, there you go, next gen. 100% spot on. I'll tell you what, buddy, if that market ever comes back, if we were to hit $20 coon again, me and you need to team up. As much as I hate trapping with a partner, we need to team up. 10-pound flathead PA? Awesome, buddy. None of us will, Dale. You could trap for 200 years and never know it all. Logan, I can see that being very possible. If you give me 2/3 of the profit, yes sir. Next gen we'll do that. Actually 75%. I forgot I gotta add my another 9% for wisdom. Hell, you take me to school any day anymore, bud. PA, do I fish at all? Actually, I'm going to take my boy bow fishing tomorrow morning for a little bit. Not long because it's going to get hot. And then I got to work in the shop, but yeah. Hey, Next Gen, you get mouthy, I'll drop it to 20. Oh, shoot. Aren't you glad you met me? All right, Mark. You take care, buddy. Get some sleep, man. I appreciate you stopping in. PA, I thought about it. I might bring my GoPro tomorrow morning. He's not doing all the work. I can still somewhat hang with him. Yeah, he's 19 and way quicker and more energetic and better in shape. But he doesn't know the ground down here. So that's part of it. Roughly 90 days, 91 days, 92 days. That's just insane. That is just insane. It's crazy once you see that corn actually like produce ears and those trails start popping as the corn or the coon are going to them now. Oh shit. Next Gen, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Round is a shape. I agree, Ottercat. Talented Outdoors, I got work to do. But I'm getting there. I'm getting excited. Yeah, Flintlock. I still got one other person to reach out to, but it's kind of my last resort, and it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to get me onto his piece either. So chances are we're going to do things as normal. I'm hoping for the opportunity to present itself. It wasn't in the cards this year. At least I would say there's about an 80% chance it's not in the cards. Still possible, but very, very unlikely. So that's all right, though. We'll hit coons just as hard as we ever do and find ways to maximize my profit off of it and keep moving forward. That's what I do. I don't know. I'm always searching for a new angle, a better market, a better situation to be in. Just love trapping coon. Ottercat, I'm glad I actually finally got to meet you at the convention. I mean, you definitely punked me pretty good, and I owe you, but that's pretty good. I'm intrigued, Next Gen. Text me tomorrow, see what you got. I'm intrigued. Yeah, Flintlock. Actually, I do have a pretty good possum market. Potentially great possum market. Actually, that guy was supposed to message me yesterday, and I haven't heard back. So, and that's the thing. Like, I struggle to keep track of. So I've got work, I've got family life, everything going on. My markets of what I'm selling this year, I'm talking right now to like 22 people with different parts and pieces, or maybe so-and-so wants so many skulls, but so-and-so wants this many skulls. And so it's not 22 different pieces, but 22 people between parts of these animals. And it gets really tough to keep track of. I finally had to break down, actually get a notebook, but I've lost some markets. I'm hopefully gaining some markets. It's tough. It is so tough. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I'm doing a lot better about being thicker skinned. I'm getting better about it. I had one guy, he's actually a trapper. Well, says he is anyway. I mean, he called me everything but a white boy. I mean, white trash, I'll bet you live day to day, don't have a dime to your name. You're probably an embarrassment to your family. Like, literally called me out on everything. I saw your coyote grading video. You're an amateur at best. I mean, this went on for like 3 paragraphs. And at the end of it, all I could say was, hey, you watched my video? Thanks for the support. And he lost it all over again. And it's like, what do you do? Yeah, Kat, I'm hoping to. I really want to. Dan, I love rats. That would be another thing that I'd love to go after. Yeah, exactly, Vet. And that's what I'm wondering too, Dale. I don't know. It's hard, I guess. All right, next gen, you get some sleep, buddy. Enjoy your last week at work, and then back to school it is, which means I'll start seeing you at bowling and at my house in the evening. So you take care, buddy. Get some sleep. Thanks for stopping in, man. Have a good night, bud. It wasn't even on my channel, Dan. It was just on a social media post, and I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. It is what it is. People got to find something they hate about everybody anymore, right? No one can be happy for another person. You know, and that's the thing. If I had a kid come in here and say, hey, I just had my best day on raccoons ever. Awesome, man. What'd you do? I caught 3 raccoons. Dude, that's awesome. More power to you. I'm happy for you. That's awesome. If you're happy with your success, I am thrilled for you. Why in the hell would I tear down or belittle somebody like that? It shouldn't happen, but it does. Yeah, Flintlock, I struggle with it. Unfortunately, it's where our kids are at now. And for us to kind of share trapping stuff, we almost have to go there. No, Dale, you're right. And there's several factors in that, in my opinion. The guys that are out there catching 40 or 50 coon a year, if they're happy with it, great. If they want to do more and get mad at people that can do more, they have nobody to blame but themselves. You're either A, not doing your homework as far as scouting and finding ground. You're not pushing yourself hard enough. You know, it's on them. If you want to do better, you have to do it yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. You know, I never had a mentor trapping. I did watch some DVDs and stuff when I started getting into road lining hard, but you know, I never had somebody I could just ask a question to up until probably 6 years ago. You know, I was nobody. I knew no other trappers on a personal level. I had nobody. I learned in a way from social media, internet, DVDs, and I took it and modified it to fit me, but just I don't know. It just gets frustrating. Like when people fight amongst themselves. It's kind of like that kid. It's like that guy that goes out and, you know, he kills his first bow buck. That's a 120-inch deer, which for Iowa is a kind of small deer. And someone's like, man, you should let that grow better. You know what? If that kid's happy with it, or guy's happy with it, or gal, if they're happy with it, be happy for them. There's no reason to tear that down. Oh, you should have gave it a couple more years, or oh, it's too young. Oh, you should have. There's a better one out there. Why does it matter to you? It shouldn't. Not even the slightest bit. Yeah, Dan, I bet you do, buddy. Dale, you hit the nail on the head right there. You know, and that's another thing I'm going to bring up. You know, the people that tell me the coon market's flooded, why would you go after 1,000 raccoons? you know, like Dale said, Dale kind of pretty much makes his living off the ground. I really idolize that. I kind of went, as we've talked about it, you know, we did different life choices. I think was the words he said. But I took a different path or a wrong direction or whatever you want to call it. But I punch a time clock inside of a -20 freezer every single day. That 1,000 raccoons or whatever I'm doing, it's not just about the raccoons. That's about me getting outside. That is my real vacation. That is me enjoying myself, just being outside. So it's way more than just about raccoons. It's just that is my time to do what I love to do because I'm stuck inside of a -20 freezer every single day. Why wouldn't I enjoy what I want to do when I can? Yeah, but I get it. Otter cat, you're not going to have any mink glands. You might have one at best. You know, it only takes a couple people to start turning things around. You know, you look at Dale here, the generation before me, phenomenal trapper. He is starting to understand YouTube and the importance of it and finding our youth, and he's capitalizing it. Just like Ed Snyder. Ed's capitalizing on it. I'm starting to notice state organizations are putting on kids' activities, starting to point them at the next generation. And that's awesome. That's exactly what we need more of. Exactly what we need. Yeah, Flintlock, exactly. I mean, oh shoot. When did I catch that muskrat? 13, I think it was. 12 or 13. And that's awesome, Eric. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. If you're happy with that, then I'm happy for you. You don't have to go out there catching numbers or big things. Just go out there, have fun, catch what you want to, enjoy the outdoors, see that giant buck chasing a doe around, because here in Iowa, that's the 1st of November. I mean, just enjoy life. Dan, I got a feeling he's not even to the best stuff yet. Because I warned him, I said, don't put your best stuff on here yet because it's slow season. You're not going to have a whole lot of views yet. So I wonder what he's got down the road here. 1-1, you're gonna get your bubble busted. Heck, I might just say screw the raccoons. I'll just start trapping mink. I'll just hire Dale come up and be my mentor. He can show me how to do it. Can you believe it, Dale? Less than 3 months. Seems like I make plans in my head all summer. What do I gotta do? I gotta do this. I want to improve on this, be more efficient on this. Holy shit, season's almost here. I haven't done any of it. Exactly, Talent Outdoors. And that's something, you know, I've never shared it on my videos, and I probably never will. But there's a culvert. It's not where I caught my first coon, but it's where I caught, I want to say it was my first double. But every year I catch raccoons on this, and I've been trapping it since I had a license. So 16, 17 years old. So 18 years now, give or take. Not every day, but on days that I am slower, it's a huge tube. It's like a 6-foot tall culvert, completely dry. I'll go sit in it and I have lunch. Sounds silly, sounds stupid, but I'll curl up inside of it about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, have a ham sandwich, whatever I got with me, and some chips. And I sit in there and I look outside that culvert and I think to myself, This location's probably caught me 50 or 60 coon over the last 15 years. One of my most memorable spots, one of my favorite spots, and I'm a huge nostalgia person. Like, I wonder to myself, what top-notch trapper was here before me in the fur boom? Because they caught mink and everything else here. What was here? And I'm weird. I'm a deep thinker like that, but it's just I love just sitting there, and it's kind of my time. And only a trapper would see this view. Only a trapper would be inside this culvert, unless you're a road worker. I mean, bottom line. Ooh, Mike, that's actually a hell of a good idea. I like that. I like that, Mike. And you know what, Dale? I get it, and I respect you for it. Um, you grew up in that generation of secrets, and letting that stuff go, I can't imagine how difficult that could be. Uh, for me, other than who I sell my stuff to, I have no secrets, but I don't have the knowledge that you do either. Um, and I don't have that background of 30 years of being told never share. Um, but I hope, if you ever were to get out of trapping and know you're done with trapping, you were to share it with somebody at least. But that's my opinion, Obviously, do what you want, buddy. There you go, Ruben, and that's all that's what matters. That's what I don't blame you. If you want to go after one animal, and that's a lot like animal damage control trapping. You're chasing one animal. You're not trying to catch a animal. You're catching the animal causing issues. It can be pretty difficult sometimes. Yeah, talent outdoors, exactly. It's just it's a very meaningful spot to me. As you guys know, I don't do a lot of private ground trapping. There's one farmer in two farmers, I should say, but one farmer in particular, I nuisance trap all their ground for them if they have issues. My dad actually grew up at this culvert. My dad grew up about a half a mile away. The house actually just became abandoned this year and it's starting to fall in. It's pretty sad, but my dad grew up in the area, obviously. That farmer that I do nuisance work for, they go out and kill a bunch of does every year and give me and my family the deer, just because they want to, they get oh, I can't think what it is, the tags to kill deer off their property, um, depredation tags. There we go. But it's the area where I first started trapping, and that whole area just means so much to me. It's hard to walk away from. Exactly, vet. Exactly. That's all it is. And for me, like I said, I don't have the experience to have a trademark secret. Um, my biggest trademark is probably the cut off sleeves. So yeah, Dale, I get it 100%, buddy. I get it 100%. And no one would ever judge you for any part of that. Eric, I don't blame you, buddy. Oh, cool, Ruben. That would be awesome. Vet claim the secrets. That'd probably go to the highest bidder, Vet. Which case, judging by your history with this, you'd probably win. You throw so much money at Snap or at these super chats and stuff, you'd probably win. There you go, Dale. Dan wants to know how much for instructions. Also, guys, can we share Dale's page again one more time? The man is a wealth of knowledge. Well worth riding with him. I haven't done it yet, but hopefully I'll get the opportunity to at some point. Yeah, Talent Outdoors, and that's the thing. Like, it's just, it is so. I don't know. I have a really weird sense of thinking. I like to sit somewhere or be somewhere and think, who was here before me? What did they see? What has come through here that nobody's known? I don't know. I have a really weird sense of thinking, very nostalgic in a way. Probably part of that is my area. There's a bunch of old homesteads from like the pioneer days. So you have all these old house foundations and cellars, and it just makes me wonder what's there. $225 a day. That's not bad at all, Dale. why are you paying me? You should be paying Dale. Speaking of Dale, when are you going to do a live, sir? Oh, Dan shared your page right there. Perfect. I've been trying to encourage Dale to do a live. I really think that'd be a wealth of knowledge. Probably trying to get a few more subscribers so we can have more of an audience to interact with. But it really is a wealth of knowledge. If he was to do a live, there's not one person that wouldn't gain from it. Same thing with like Ed Snyder. That'd be great if he was to do a live. Man, the best thing that you can learn is by asking a question that you want to know to an experienced trapper. That's my thoughts. You know, like my demo, I was really nervous. Like, shoot, how can I kill an hour? The stuff I'm talking about, really, my demo, other than like the muskrat stretcher type thing, is very easy stuff. The muskrat stretcher and learning how to find dry trails, but other than that, setting a dog proof directly on the trail, very, very simple stuff. But the people that are asking me questions, it's like, thanks for asking. I never would have thought of answering. I never thought of incorporating that. That type of stuff is what helps people. Talent Outdoors, you and me are on the same wavelength, my friend. I would love to see that. That would be amazing. Yeah, Dale. Yeah, Dale. It's a process. It is. Tell you what, maybe at the ITA, me and you will get together and do a live on my page, and some people can ask you questions directly, and kind of see what's going on. I actually probably will, PA. I'm probably going to set some private ground for coyotes. I can't say for sure yet. If I do, it's not going to be a lot because I don't have a lot of private ground. But Ottercat, I talked to him a little bit, mostly about that program, which I think is a great program. I can't think of what it's called now. But where every trapper donates 1% of their profit for share, not for sharing. 1% of their profit goes to promoting trapping, basically. I got to talk to them a little bit about that, but not a whole lot of time. Talented Outdoors, I always say I was born in the wrong generation, man. If I was born, if I trapped in the late 70s and 80s, I definitely wouldn't hold a candle to the trappers that were there, but I think I would have learned a lot, and I'd be twice the trapper that I am now. Yeah, OtterCat, exactly. I can't think of what it was now, but you see all these signs for PETA. The Humane Society runs commercials on every channel anymore. If we were to start having channels like promoting, not playing, not being defensive, but being on the offense, promoting wild fur, who knows where it would go, guys. Yeah, Dale, and that's, I view him a lot like you. Very, very knowledgeable at what he's talking about. Saw the opportunity that there's people online. This is the new world. Whether we like it or not, this right here, this is the new education. This is the new entertainment. This is new everything. What I encourage you guys to do, if you guys punch a time clock like I do and you go to break, at your break room, look around. Tell me how many people are on their phone. I will guarantee you, if there's 50 people in that room, 49 of them are on their phone. It is what it is. You can't fight it by any means. Just whether you like it or not. It is what it is. Oh yeah, Dan, absolutely. Secrets are kept. You didn't learn trapping unless it was from your dad, pretty much. Even your uncle would probably slit your throat for stepping on his territory. Shed us. Not far from me, Eric. I never met the man, unfortunately, but I've heard all kinds of stories. All in all, sounds like a hell of a good guy, though. I've heard some horror stories, and I've heard some crazy stories, and some really crazy stories. But all in all, it sounds like everybody knew him, and everybody went there. Yeah, Talented Outdoors, that's what's tough. I'd never want to make a living doing this, but, I probably shouldn't even share this, but I profited about 8,200 last year. I'll take that. Not great by any means for the scale that I'm doing, but I also spent like $3,400 in gas. So I'm happy with it, but I'd love to see it more. I'd love to see my trapping be half of my income. That would just be great. Dale probably knew Ludi real well. And there you go, Dan. There's still money to be made here. Is it going to be life altering? Probably not. But there's money to be made here. And see, Mike, that's why I look at too. If I was doing it just for the money, I could, or even during the summer, because I do roofs during the summer, I could roof 4 houses and profit that much, no problem. And I'm going to put less effort into roofing 4 houses than I do trapping by far, and a lot less hours doing it. But I love to trap. So how can I not do it? I punch a time clock every day. I'm tired of it. I want to live off the land. This is the closest I can come right now. It is. But I'm happy with it. So what do you do? It's tough, PA, but I'm working on markets. I'm always trying to do something. 2 houses. Yeah, right. One house payment's way more than enough. If I had 2 houses, I'd need 2 wives to support me. Don't tell her I said that. Yeah, she's got COVID. She can't hurt me too bad, right? But hard to believe season's this close, guys. Man. Right around the corner. Yeah, Dale, I bet. I mean, coming from a guy who truly lives off the land, I mean, more power to you, buddy. That's just amazing. That is amazing. Yeah, you may not always have the most money in the bank, but to live that life would be pretty remarkable, buddy. There you go, Flintlock. There you go. Oh, yeah, PA. Yeah. Depends on the size of the house. We got smaller houses here. Yeah, Mike, we do, just not enough. But you look at it, bass fishermen, you spend $30,000 on a boat, $60,000 on a truck to pull it, to go out and catch that 6-pound bass they're just going to release. I mean, what do you do? Otter Cat, you don't have bears there. You just take 4 rights, and where you come from, that makes a circle. Oh, I'll never forget that. I'm so glad I got to meet you and your wife at the NTA, buddy. Yeah, Talent Outdoors, for sure. You have to have something coming in, for sure. I get that 100%. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to make a killing. And before I got these markets, it wasn't much, but you have to at least come close to even. All right, guys, it's about 11:30 here. Big day in the shop tomorrow. Gonna start cleaning it out, getting it organized, and we're gonna be building shelves and walls and trying to maximize our efficiency. So I appreciate everybody stopping in tonight. Kind of a random, Thursday Night Live, but they're gonna get even more random as season gets here. But I appreciate you all stopping in. Dale, we'll get together. We'll get you a live going, buddy. Be very helpful for a lot of people. I'm sure it would be. Man, it's fun. But I appreciate all the super chats, man. Very thankful, but once again, very unneeded, man. I'm just glad to have you in here talking trapping, buddy. So, you guys all take care. I should send you some before and after pictures from my shop, but man, it's rough. It's rough. So, but we'll definitely be doing the dyeing, cleaning and dyeing of traps this year. It's gonna take a lot to get those dog proofs dyed. So, anyway, I will Otter Cat. She's got COVID right now, so she's pretty rough shape. She's struggling, but I will definitely tell her hi for you and the missus. And y'all have a good night, guys. And we are out of here. So, thank you.